go. Now we're going to see the true versatility of this vessel. 4 blokes in that little boat. Now we're going to go up to the ultra shallows chasing these big flathead. We've got the red hot tip of one of the locals, Bruce. He's been fishing here for 30 years as a pro, knows a thing or two about Yank Flathead, the second biggest flathead species in the world. So we've seen this morning that you can take these out into deep water and fish like a big boat. Now we're going to take it up and do electric motor style lure pinging. This is the bit I've been waiting for. Mr. Carter.
Here we go, mate. Ready to come and...
You excited?
Yeah, catch some Yanks. Not Duskies, Yanks.
But they're just as big after what you just saw in the shop, aren't they?
Mate, I reckon I saw fish in there 12 pounds.
There you go.
Let's go get them!
So you're being very patient, mate. You're like
patient?
You are just...
I'm like a kid chopping at the bit and have a go.
It's a flathead, it's not a brim carter.
It doesn't matter, it's fishing, mate.
And they're an ambush predator and it's an exciting prospect in this skinny water, isn't it?
It is. Well, this is what I love doing. I love chucking lures in shallow water. I just hope we can turn it on for you.
All right, mate, well, we're just going to go up here. This estuary runs out of water up there, about 100 metres. And we're going to start and drift all the way back down there. And for the whole distance, it's like a foot of water, 1.5 foot, that's it. We've got the motor trimmed right up just to get up here. And the tide's still got an hour to go. We've got a bit of a tip off to go look up in some of these real shallow, skinny waters. These real sandy channels right up in the upper reaches of the port. I don't even know the name of this channel, but I know back behind us is the basket beacon. Now, that water, as you can see, is super shallow. And the idea is, we're going to run our tide and we're going to low tide in about an hour. All the Yanks are forced off the banks and into this shallow 100 metre wide channel. We're going to use the wind and just drift down the centre and see if we can pull ourselves a couple of crank Yanks. It's going to be awesome. This is a very exciting form of fishing. You'll see. These are ambush predators. They're hiding under the soft sand, and that's why we're up the top end of the port. We want the soft sand. Down near the mouth, hard sand. They can't disappear under the sand. Up here, they can just wriggle their body and just sink beneath the sand. And when an innocent little fish comes flying by, whoppo, they can smash it. This is something I wanted to do for a very long time, and only 2 hours from home. The reason I like yellow braided line when I'm doing this sort of fishing is I can watch what the lure's doing by watching the line. I'm lifting it up off the bottom, a couple of twitches. It's got air time, it's sinking, bang. The line goes slack when it hits the bottom. Air time, that's when the flathead see it in the air, bang, on the bottom. Up in the air, wind it, bang, on the bottom. Most important to get the lure off the bottom, give it air time, hang time. The idea is you want to go the lightest jig head you can comfortably use. It's going to give you distance and hold the bottom. I'm certainly no expert at this form of fishing, but I have done a bit of it. Flinders Island was one of my favourite forms of fishing just as a kid. Just walking along the riverbank, just twitching these lures over the grass. Now what we've got here is the shallows, the channel and grass that separates them. So the grass is the structure, the deep water is the cover, The shallow's where they want to be, but they can't get there because it's low tide. So we're just going to work. I'm working the inside of the deep side of the weed. Warren's working the shallow side of the weed. And from the advice we've had off the locals, the bigger fish will be on the shallow side of the weed, hard against it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a blue spot, also known as
a yank. Yes!
Tell you what, old Bruce is on the money, isn't he? Ultra shallow. It's only about a kilo, not even. A couple of pounds, wouldn't he? Oh, what a beautiful thing. Look at him, Carter. And everyone take note. That is 6 inches of water. That is exciting. Look at that, everyone. That is a Yank Flathead. How you going, buddy? How you going? Look at you. Look at you. Let's have a look at him. He's got that big angry mouth. Look at that mullet swamping mouth. Beautiful colours. And there's the spots. That's why they also call them the southern blue spot or the castle note. Alright, so that's a squidgy fish head. Very fine gauge hook. I think it's like looks like a 3/0, something like that. And this is a Gary Glitter wriggle tail squidgy 140mm. That's what we use for snapper. It's quite a big lure. I don't think the flathead are going to mind. I just nip the top off with my teeth. I feed that through down there like that. And I make sure it comes out dead center in the middle of his back. Dorsal fin like that. See, it's coming out the dorsal fin there. Then I just push it on and push it right up to the nose. That's it. That. Perfect. Alright. That now just gets pinged out, and that basically keeps it on the bottom, and it just goes along the bottom like that, and that tail just wriggles like a little worm. Okay, you don't have to put a lot of action on a wriggle tail. Unlike a paddle, you have to impart a bit more action. These you can just have to move real slowly, and that wriggles like a worm, irresistible to a flathead. Come on, right here. Oh, got him. Yeah.
Are you still chasing it?
On again.
Oh, he's chasing it. No, got him. It's a good fish. Oh, it's a big fish. It's a good fish.
Oh.
Right. He had 6 goes at it.
Well, he wanted Winga's lure. What can I say? That's a nice fish, isn't it? How do I lift him, Carter?
Gotta go into his stomach.
Yep.
Just sort of cradling without spooking him.
He's a big fish. Whoa. Scary. Spikes everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, everyone. That's what we come for. He really wanted it, didn't he, Carter?
He did, mate. He had 6 goes at that. I was watching, he kept chasing it. The lure's going through the water, just doing its thing, and the flathead's on it, misses it. Chases after the lure again, jumps on it, misses it. It was 6 times.
Big dorsal raise. Big beautiful head. Alright now, Cameron Whittam told me a special way to hold these once. Cameron Whittam fished a lot with flathead fruit when he was younger, I think. Says no slip, no flip, flathead grip. No slip, non-flip, that's it. Got him. So I'm basically pinning his rear pectoral fins. And have a look at this. You wouldn't want to be a mullet looking down there because that's one way.
You want to be a mullet, you'd finish up in the gullet.
You wouldn't want to be a mullet, you'd finish up in the gullet. Skinny water, it's exciting, I tell you, it's exciting. Some people might say they're only flathead, but there's certain ways you can catch flathead, and there's other ways, and this way is a very exciting way to catch them. Oh, just so you know, I'm using my favourite snapper plastic outfit, 1000 sustain. It's Finby, my son, it's his rod, Finn's rod. A little Ian Miller T-curve, 1 to 3 kilo. There you go, Roddo. We're having an absolute ball. Warren Carter's one of Australia's best known and best brim anglers. He does this for a living basically. He travels the country. He's on AFC on Channel 9, is it Channel 9?
Channel 9.
Does all this sort of stuff. And here he is on humble old YouFishTV having an absolute ball catching flathead. And they're not just everyday flathead, they're good quality flathead. And just any second, we could get one that's 2 or 3 kilos, 6, 7 pound. It's not impossible for this part of the world. They do get it well over 10. This is the second biggest flathead species. These two boys want to hook up now to a blue spot. Me and Warren have done our fair share. We've had a good morning. Good technique that, Rodney. I'm thinking that's going to smash it.
Fish.
What?
Another good one.
Is it another good one? Very cool customer, well done.
They go alright, don't they? Might need to change that plastic. Nice. Right. Thanks, fellas.
Okay, nice fish. Just a little baby, but it's a big sandy, is it?
No, that's a blue spot.
Here we go. A baby blue spot. AKA Yank Flathead. Look, that's very similar to a dusky tail, isn't it? That's a baby blue spot, and as you can see, the blue spots on it. Anyway, Rodney, we're getting back in the water because it's not the one we're here for. But confidence is lifting. We're learning a lot about this. We've never been here before. We're learning where they are, where they sit.
I just hold the pump up.
Oh no, he's taking a look.
They go hard, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Awesome. Look at that, everyone. We're doing it, Carter. We dared to dream. We dared to come and do something different. Challenge ourselves. You having fun, mate?
Mate, I love this sort of fishing.
Are you enjoying the little bit of YouFish work you're doing?
Really enjoying it.
That's
Just
good.
coming out and just catching fish, and just so for the folks at home can sit back and really enjoy the show.
Wow. Nice work. And look how shallow the water is, everyone. Look at it. We're talking about... That's as skinny of water as it gets, mate.
Yeah, no more than probably knee deep.